Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a little bit more decluttering. I'm in a different area. I still need to declutter the other area, but I can't really get around there, so I thought I'd move around here so that I could get things moved to where they need to be and make more room out there. So the first thing we're going to do is start with just putting all of our holidays that I have been up in the right bins. Put those kind of off to the side in categories to make it a little bit easier. Anytime that you have multiple holidays and you don't want them all to be in the same area, your best bet is to put them in different bins, label the bins, and then you can eventually go through the bins and downsize. You don't want to do the downsizing yet. You want to wait until you have determined all of your categories first, or if you have a holiday that's coming up, when you get that holiday's items out, like we have Christmas coming up, so we would get our Christmas stuff out, and as we're going through and putting stuff up, then that is when you will want to go through your items and make sure what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep. And if you have time after you go through everything and get it separated, then you want to definitely downsize. And whatever you don't put out this year would be an indication that you might not need it anymore. If you're not quite sure, an easy way to do it is get you a separate bin and label it not used or get rid of after next year's date. And then next year, if you don't put the items out, then you can go ahead and get rid of them. As you can see, I have a lot of random stuff that I do not need. Let me move you around here. Gotta watch where I put the camera so you guys don't get blinded by the overhead light. But just go through, try to get the categories for holidays like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. Now, I always keep my Thanksgiving and fall decorations together. It's easier that way. For me, anyway. Whatever works best for you. As you can tell, I have grandkids. And this room, I would like to have for the grandkids eventually. Now, all I did was move those totes, and it has opened up this room so much. There are things that I still want to get rid of, but I am working on those. And now, back out here to this. Let's get you put up here. I know it's hard with this overhead lighting. There we go. Okay. Now, you'll see me going in and out of frame. There's really not too many places to put the camera that it's not blinding down on you. But you just want to go through little things at a time, and what you know you do not want, then you need to start you a bin of items that you do not want and do not need, as we did the last time. And as you can see, just stacking things up like I did in that other room, it only took about 5 minutes, and we made a big difference in that room. So even if you only have 5 minutes, then you want to definitely take those 5 minutes and do what your time allows. There's not going to be, you don't want to wait and try to do everything at one time. You want to try to make sure that if you've only got 5 minutes, do your 5 minutes. If you've got 10 minutes, do your 10 minutes. If you don't have time to get everything out, start on a smaller project. Go through your drawers. Go through your closets, junk drawers. You don't have to take on a big project all at one time. You can just do little things to give you a little update on how the past week has been. Last week I was a little under the weather. Thank you to everyone that sent me DMs and wished me well. It's that time of year. I have allergies and it likes to play heck on me, so it just kind of took me out and I didn't feel like doing anything. So then you'll have days like that, and when you do, don't blame yourself. Do what you're able to do, and if you're not able to do anything, don't do anything that week. Or that day, rather. You can always do it later that night. You can, do it if you prefer to clean in the mornings and say you got up and you weren't feeling very good. Try to do a little bit that night. Or if you're not able to, just don't do it. But don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow's another day, and we'll get to it. You guys are probably thinking every time I get on here that I don't get a whole lot done, but it is something that I am trying to do. Kind of like this shirt. Kind of going through it in my head. I think I'm going to keep this one. I know I had it in my pile the last time to get rid of, but I think I'm going to keep it. See, that's why you put it into a black bag or a box and get rid of that day, because you don't have the chance to go back and look at it again and change your mind. So definitely get rid of it the day that you go through it, to lessen the chance of changing your mind. Now, the more sentimental and things like that, you want to take a little more time on. But this one I don't even know how it works, so we're going to get rid of it and let somebody else figure that out. Going through things can be a sentimental and trying experience. If you come across sentimental material, don't try to go through it right now. We're not at that point. Right now we're just at the If I can touch it once and I don't need it, let's get rid of it. Put a little hat on Elvis here. You guys are probably wondering why I have a big Elvis head in my house. My mom was a big Elvis fan. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about. There's an Elvis head. See if I can get him in the shot. There he is. There's Elvis. My mom was a big Elvis fan. And when she passed away, one of the few things that I told my siblings that I wanted was her Elvis head. And she had two. One of them, on the other hand, didn't make it before she even died because we played a prank on her once and we stuck the Elvis head in the bed and put a bunch of pillows around it. She went in to lay down, thought there was somebody in her bed, and she smashed him. So, note to self, don't do that. But she had another one. It's a little bit on the creepy side because of the eyelashes on it, but it is definitely something I wanted to keep because it was something that was hers and she loved it, so I definitely plan to keep it. Now, do I plan to display it? Probably not. It will probably go into my catch-all room. Alright, opinion, guys. Do I keep the black shorts? Or do I keep the blue shorts? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Do I keep the gray shorts? What do you think? I don't need all of them. Here's another pair of blue ones. Well, those ones ain't gonna fit me, so we'll get rid of those. We'll let somebody else benefit from those ones. Make sure these ones are my size. See, sometimes when you're going through stuff, you just have to talk yourself through it, you know? Yeah, those are all my size. I might just try them on and see if I like them. But sometimes when you have a lot of things and you're not really sure, yeah, I know you're not here and it looks like I'm talking to myself, but all of my friends out there that hopefully will respond and let me know whether or not to keep certain things or to answer, you know, what they like or whatever. It's kind of like just having, you know, cleaning with a friend. And if you don't have anyone that can come over and clean with you, then you want to just, even if you don't do anything with it, record, talk to it, you know, let yourself work through things. There's it. I don't know that. I like the feeling of that one. I might give that one away. There's a lot of people that can use a nice blanket. So, we'll give that one away. There's some summer pillows. But I don't think I have a bin for those, so I gotta see what I am doing. Here is another sock. That can go in there. believe most of this in here is scrap. I have taken some things and gotten rid of them. Some things, as you can tell, because I pulled them back out, that you should not do. And you should really just take the stuff as you do them. I did have a trash can up here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Take them out as you're doing them, because you will fall into the whole, well, I do kind of like this, or maybe not, or, you know. And what is your opinion on getting rid of sports bras? Do you throw them in the trash, or do you give them away? Because I don't want to, they're in good shape. And I wouldn't do it with underwear, but I think I will get rid of the bra in there. There's a lot of people that could use some new, slightly used bras. I think I've only worn them once or twice, but they say they're supposed to be my size, but they are not. Now, another question on bras that maybe somebody out there can help me with. They say you're not supposed to wash them in a washing machine. Now, I do, and that's probably why most of mine don't fit after I've washed them once. But if you don't wash them in a washing machine, then how often should you wash them? Because every time I take mine off, I put them in the washing machine. So, if you're not supposed to wash them every time or in a washing machine, how do you care for them? Because that's what I have always done. And that's probably why all of mine are falling apart, or shrunk, or the elastic is not any good in them. So I need some opinions. How do I care for them? That's technically just scrap material. I'll give it to the lady for the material, because that one looks pretty good. I know I should probably talk a little bit. I think I started talking about how my week has gone. I don't have ADD, but sometimes I wonder. Now, this week is a little tough on me, and I was not going to film because I am kind of at a point where my mom's been gone 5 years, and the holidays are tough, but I'm kind of past the I don't want to celebrate it. I'm starting to get back into the joy of it through the eyes of my grandchildren. And because of that, I try to focus more on positives and memories. That way, because all of my grandkids never got to meet my mom. They have all arrived after. My older grandchildren are by marriage or by relationship status. So they are, a couple of them are older and would have been able to meet my mom had they been together. But that wasn't the case. So I'm trying to look at the holidays now through the eyes of my grandkids and try to help them to, one, enjoy the holiday, understand the holiday and the purpose of it, and two, to also help them to get an understanding of who my mom was, because she was a very special person. And you'll hear me talk about her a lot, just because my way of grieving is talking about something. And if I can talk about it and help somebody else to get through their grieving, then I'm all for it. Now, there are some things that talking doesn't help, but I have found that talking through some things is the easiest. Now, these particular underwear I am going to put in the donate because they are brand new. They were a 3 or 4 pack. I tried one pair on, it did not fit, so I got rid of them. I threw that pair out. But this pair, the last few of them, I am going to donate to somebody else. I don't think, are these shorts? I don't really know what these are. I don't know what those are. Bathing suit that I tried on once. I think I will keep it again if I use it this summer. Great, this upcoming summer. If not, I will get rid of it then, because then I will have had it for at least a year. And like I said, I've tried it on, I've never used it. So hopefully everybody is getting ready for Thanksgiving and are looking forward to Thanksgiving. It can be a very stressful time of the year. Trying to get everything together and trying to make it look a certain way, but nothing has to be perfect. Your family is still going to care for you, whether you burn the turkey or the ham, or if your house is a little messy. Usually what I do every year is the area in which my family will be the most is where I focus on the most. But even then, I don't strongly focus. I just make sure that the floors are swept, mopped, your dishes are done. And then by dishes, I mean, the day of, you're not going to be able to get them all done. They're going to be an all-day thing. So if somebody's there and they want to help, let them. If you're the only one doing the cooking and the cleaning and all of that, make sure you take time to enjoy your family too. Don't spend it all in the kitchen. Ask the grandkids to come and help. Some of them, depending on their age, would love to help in the kitchen. If they're too young and they still want to help, give them everything to set the table. Let them set the table. Give them the forks and the spoons and let them put cups at all the tables and That way they can have everything ready, the salt, the pepper, things like that. Now, if you are making cookies and you've made them ahead of time, or desserts in general, just have the smaller ones. Maybe put them on a nice little plate and let them help. Don't, just try not to make the holiday stressful. Anxiety is going to creep up this time of the year. Depression is going to creep up this time of the year. But find something that makes you happy. Find something that makes you want to get up and move around. And go from there. I think that's where I'm going to call it a night. As you can see if I can get this. Okay. As you can see, I've made a little bit of progress over here. I'm not good with aiming in right here. I've gotten that cleared off. This tub is empty. There's my trash bin. This is my donate box, and I will be taking it downstairs with me. So, as we venture through, and again, this was one of my totes that I come across. This is the room as I have gotten it cleared out a little bit. I will be taking that bassinet to a friend or homeless shelter, whichever needs it. They have a women shelter here for getting back on your feet. So I will definitely be taking that there. But when it comes to the holidays, please try to enjoy. If anything is stressing you out, just take a deep breath and just know that tomorrow is another day. It will be okay. It does not have to be perfect. Decluttering. We'll be back at it again next week, hopefully. I can make a little bit bigger dent. And I promise I'm trying to figure out how to do this camera thing. I may end up learning to edit more than trying to figure out my camera angles, but if you guys can handle it, I can handle it. I just don't want to make you guys sick moving you around. So, for this time, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. Reach out to all your loved ones. Give them hugs. Give them kisses. You never know. This may be their last holiday. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for everything. For all those out there that have someone they've lost this time of the season, or maybe this is the first season without them, they're looking down on you. They haven't left you. Just be thankful for what you do have. Be thankful that you are still here to celebrate with your family. And until next time, see ya.